When it comes to clashing with another individual, there is a vast range of how people express their disputes. Arguments often turn into fights when these communication techniques become aggressive and vengeful. Too frequently, individuals allow their ego and image to get in the way of logic, and as a result, they say things in debates that only serve to damage the other person. Others, on the other hand, approach disagreements with a focus on dialogue and resolution, and they are significantly more capable of engaging in productive conversations that avoid conflict. Sigma guys have a unique set of internal and interpersonal talents that allow them to engage in disputes and conversations in such a way that they usually come out on top. Even though they appear shy, Sigma males are frequently quite effective in disputes. This article will look at the main strategies that Sigma guys employ to win every argument. 13. Listening carefully. It is not in a Sigma male's nature to try to control any interaction. In their social contexts, they are watchful, analytical, and frequently restrained. They prefer to concentrate on facts and logic and hence make excellent listeners. They want to make certain that they thoroughly understand their opponent's stance before attempting to undermine it. Listening closely during a debate also allows the listener to more quickly see holes or errors in the other person's argumentation, which they can subsequently highlight when arguing for their perspective. 12. Thinking before speaking. One of the biggest perks to Sigma's introverted tendencies is his ability to hold his tongue when it matters. Speaking before thinking is usually a consequence of letting emotional reactions cloud logical judgment, something that Sigma males are naturally avoidant. Even when an argument enters the realm of personal attacks, Sigma males can stay logically focused enough to ensure that they always think before they speak. This ability ensures that they never get sucked into making points that they will later need to retract, and keeps the logical basis of their argument strong and intact. 11. Staying calm. Arguments tend to turn into fights when people lose their cool and start making things personal. Sigma males can acknowledge where the boundaries of the topic at hand lie and don't allow themselves to be sucked into the pitfall of getting worked up and resorting to attacking their opponent's character. Sigma males are notoriously good at staying calm in moments of high pressure, which makes them good to have around in a crisis as well as a challenging opponent in a debate. 11. Having respect. Maintaining a sense of respect throughout the discussion is one of the most subtle but significant ways that Sigma males win disputes. Sigmas recognize that being rude or disrespectful to their opponent serves no purpose. If they make their opponent feel acknowledged and respected, he is significantly more likely to agree with the conclusion. Disrespecting another person just serves to alienate them, and Sigma guys realize that this is a definite method to have them quit the argument without being persuaded. 10. Asking questions. When it comes to arguing, too many people seem to think that the only thing that matters is having their point heard. What people fail to realize is that an argument is a form of exchange. To truly exchange opinions and information, points need to be explained and fully understood by both parties involved. By only making statements and refusing to ask questions, people diminish their ability to fully understand and therefore dismantle their opponent's positions. Sigma males understand that asking questions is an effective way of spotting holes or inconsistencies in the points made by others, therefore opening an opportunity to prove them wrong. 9. Using reason over emotion. Emotional arguments may appear to be powerful on the surface, but they rarely persuade people to change their beliefs. Sigma males recognize that if they want to properly persuade someone else, they must base their case on logic rather than emotion. Even when the subject is emotionally heated, Sigma males are particularly adept at maintaining focus on the reasons behind their convictions. Even when their opponent resorts to simply emotive arguments, Sigmas maintain their cool and stick to the facts. 8. Not engaging in fighting. A debate between two hot-headed or emotional people will all too quickly escalate into a series of attacks, resulting in little more than a petty brawl. Sigma guys understand that arguing has no positive outcomes for either side involved and is merely an emotionally draining waste of time. Rather than getting drawn into a dispute, Sigma males will utilize their cool facade to keep tensions low and focus all of their energy on keeping the discourse peaceful and constructive. This helps them to have an effective exchange of ideas, increasing the likelihood that they will eventually prevail over their opponent. 7. Not looking down on others. Sigma males do not view the world in the same socially hierarchical terms that most other people do. They do not view those around them as tools for their ends. This is because they live outside the social dominance hierarchy, and rather than rely on others for their position in life, they make a point of relying on themselves only. This allows them to view all others as completely individual and equal, and not reduce them to their function in the social hierarchy. When it comes to debate, this egalitarian attitude allows Sigma males to view all others as equals and holds them back from being condescending or patronizing. Sigmas benefit greatly from this, as people rarely respond well to being spoken to condescendingly in an argument. 6. Being honest. The value of honesty is extremely important to Sigma guys. This is because they instinctively comprehend the genuine importance of honesty. Sigmas are fascinated with analyzing and comprehending their surroundings, and they recognize that dishonesty only serves to prevent them from acquiring a full grasp of their reality. In debates, Sigma males will act as open books, allowing them to swiftly establish trust and respect with their opponents. This trust is essential since coming across as dishonest or shady in a debate is a definite way to undermine any point stated. 5. Understanding motivations. Sigma males are not content with merely coming into contact with the surface-level appearance of the world around them. They are dedicated to digging deeper and truly understanding everything that goes on around them. And so, when it comes to arguing, Sigma males look deeper than the surface-level arguments being made by their opponents. They use their powers of observation and analysis to shed light on their opponent's motivations. By understanding the motivation of an opponent's argument, such as wanting to seem virtuous or proving their intelligence, Sigmas can then construct their response in a way that proves their point without undermining their opponent's motivation. 4. Maintaining control. When two people are engaged in an argument without a great deal of focus, often we see the topic meander away from the argument's origin to a completely unrelated set of points. Sigma males are highly focused in their argumentation and recognize the futility of letting an argument spiral away from its origin. They are careful to maintain control of the scope of the debate to make sure that both parties stay on topic, and a resolution can be reached. 3. Being open to growth. It's a simple fact of life that we can't be right all of the time, and now and again even the most thought through of our positions might hold faults. When the faults in our arguments are exposed, most people have a tendency to let their egos control their reactions and will either get emotionally worked up or simply close themselves off from listening any further. Sigma males, on the other hand, are particularly dedicated to growth and development, and this leaves them unafraid of being in situations where they might be proven wrong. They would rather be proven wrong and gain new insight and understanding rather than live in unquestioned ignorance. This openness to growth keeps them engaged and responsive throughout an argument and means they are not afraid of admitting their mistakes and using them as lessons to learn from. 2. Never getting desperate. Sigma guys do not engage in debates to persuade or defeat the opposing party. Rather, they come to share their knowledge and perspectives while also hearing the other person's. Sigma males are more capable of holding open and respectful dialogues that end up being significantly more conducive to agreement and new understanding than a vicious debate because they can hold a discussion devoid of the sense of needing to win. 1. By trying to understand. In many disputes, people are so concentrated on their arguments that they can barely think about the other person's point of view. Sigma guys avoid this problem by genuinely attempting to understand and empathize with their opponents. When engaging in a debate, a Sigma guy will always prioritize knowing the other person by using a combination of observation, empathy, and listening skills. Understanding the other person allows Sigma males to offer their own beliefs in a way that is specially customized to their opponent's sensibilities, making them significantly more effective at winning them over. Sigma males make for incredibly effective debaters, and this is one of the few environments in which Sigma males reliably come out of their shells. While they may come naturally to Sigma males, putting these argumentation tactics to use is a surefire way to improve the debating skills of just about anyone.